please, do not act as though that this is a shock. And I'm not trying to be heartless or cold-blooded. I'm just being real. Don't try to act like this is a shock, that this is what happened to DMX. We knew that he did drugs from the very beginning of his career all the way up to now. Yeah, true indeed, we thought that he slowed down or stopped because we saw that he gained weight and you know what I'm saying, and I guess he looked a little bit. Why do people compare, like when people gain weight, it's like a healthy thing? I don't get that. You understand? But I guess if you're a crackhead and you gain weight, it's a healthy thing. And I'm not trying to say that he's a crackhead. He was a crackhead, but I'm just saying, like, he did smoke crack, but I'm not calling him a crackhead. You understand? I'm calling him what the name or the title that he should have gotten a long time ago. Is he is a person that needs help. Drug users, drug abusers are people that need help. This man has been through a lot of pain and torture throughout his whole life, including his career. This man grew up without a mother or a father in an orphanage. So I can't imagine the several demons that he faces every day, every night. So the first thing is this. You know what I'm saying? I said the first thing. But the second thing is this. Like, we can't judge him. You understand? We can't judge him. This man has been through a lot of pain. And it's crazy, but it's just the truth. For those that have never done drugs, have never smoked cigarettes, have never smoked weed, have never drunk beer, liquor, wine, never smoked crack, never sniffed coke, any of that, you would truly not understand this, what I'm about to say. But a lot of us, including myself, with drinking, throughout the course of my life, we run to drugs as a way to suppress what we're going through. And it's crazy. Drugs will momentarily suppress it. But once you get off that high, once you become sober, it's back to reality. But the thing of it is that don't try to act like we didn't see this coming. The next thing is, I see on Instagram and, on Facebook, social media, Twitter, get well soon, King. We need you back. We need you, DMX. We love you, DMX. Please come back to us. Where was all of this love and caring and all of this shit before he had this heart attack? Please tell me. I want to know. You see, this is what's the reality. We love to see a plane crash. We love it. And then when that plane crashes, we love to see one survivor, one person make it out. As much as we think that we don't like drama, death, pain, and suffering, we do. You want to know why? Because we listen to it every motherfucking day. It's called rap music. You want to know why? Because we listen to it every day. Gossip, soap operas, reality TV. So people were just waiting for this situation to happen so they could post up their video about DMX. So they could post up their little, whether they had a little article in the newspaper or on a blog or whatever, ready for this situation to happen. TMZ couldn't wait to release that DMX, this happened to DMX. Where were you all when he needed you prior to this heart attack? Because if you were there, this could have been prevented. And I understand that he's a grown man and he's entitled to live his life the way he lives it. My point in making is that at the end of the day, that's true. That's true. But it's not up to you to dick ride him off of his pain. It's not up to you to make money off of his damn near death. Like they said that he's breathing by himself, but he's still got a long ways to go. And the reason why I made this video, because I know what you all are gonna say. Well, Langston, you made a video about DMX. Well, the reality of it is I'm using DMX as an example for you to get your shit straight. For me to get my shit straight. Because regardless of whether DMX, and I'm not trying to be funny, I'm not trying to be cold-blooded or nothing. Regardless of whether he lives or dies, you still have to deal with yourself. You still have to look at that man in the mirror, or woman, if you're a woman. And I have to look at that man in the mirror every day. And the only ones that can take care of us is us. That's it. You're responsible for yourself. And I'm responsible for me. This is a learning experience that you don't have to go through. If you're taking drugs, if you're abusing your body, because see, people seem to feel as though that drug users are different than sugar addicts, salt addicts, meat addicts, junk food addicts. Regardless of what it is, it's still an addiction that can kill you. It's a known fact that sugar, too much excessive sugar, can kill you. Salt as well. Excessive sugar, diabetes. Salt, high blood pressure, heart attack. Meat, fat, causes up your veins. I think it's arteries. We need to do better. I spend a lot of my time gossiping, talking about, different things that's going on in the world and how little Uzi Vert got a damn big ass fake diamond in the middle of his head. While I really want to talk about things like this, health. Because let's face it, how are you able to look at your big screen TV? How are you able to drive your new car? How are you able to spend your stimulus check the retarded way like black people do and purchase shit that they don't have no business doing? Or purchasing rather, I'm sorry. How are you able to blow your money if your health is not in order? That plain and simple. How are you going to be able to look at the NBA playoffs? How are you going to be able to look at the football games that's coming on this year? COVID-19, yeah, it's still roaming around, but slowly but surely things are going back to regular. If you don't improve your health or maintain a healthy lifestyle, you won't be here. I'm pretty sure DMX is laying in that bed, regretting everything, and hopefully he comes to and becomes this changed man. You see, I could get religious, and I hope for the sake of this conversation that you all know where I stand as far as dealing with religion, and that I have talked about it in specific Christianity and where I stand on it. So a lot of you all are still here. So that means that you all think like we alikes. We think, alike. So nobody shouldn't be offended when I say this. It's obvious that God is not helping them. As many times DMX prayed at the end of every concert, and I think at the end of every album that he's made, God didn't hear his prayers. So at the end of the day, the only person that can help Earl Simmons is Earl Simmons, aka DMX. That plain and simple. Only person that can help Langston 2092 is Langston 2092. Period. The only person that can help you is you. And I'm not contradicting myself when I say, early in the video, when y'all weren't there for DMX, and then turn around and say the only person that can help DMX is DMX. My point in making is that y'all are dick riders. Y'all are not there for DMX. You really not. You just want a story. You just want views and subscribers. You just so desperately wanted to get that video out about DMX so you could monetize that particular video. Because you know that was going to get you some views. If anything, let me tell you something about social media. If it hasn't proved anything, social media that is, it's proved one thing. And that is, most of us, not 40%, not 30%, not 50%, most of us, 90% of us, want to be in the limelight. Want to be somebody. We want to be praised. We want to be stars. And that's just the truth. And we'll do whatever it takes to get there. So another rapper dies, hey, we're going to talk about that, but we don't really give a fuck about whether he dies or he lives or whatever. Matter of fact, we prefer that he die because it'll bring in more views. Period. I bet you 9 times out of 10, I did a video called Rest in Peace, Spot 'em, Got 'em, right? I bet you 9 times out of 10, the people that clicked first on it really truly believed that he died and wanted to know the story. And once you looked at the video, you were like, oh man, damn, I thought he was dead. Alright, man. We don't care about our artists. That plain and simple. I seen a video, and I think I believe I said it in the last video, called Hip Hop Is Not For The Streets. I seen a video on YouTube that said last year 200 rappers died. And I went through the whole video and it was 200 rappers that died. Some of them were known, some of them weren't. We don't give a fuck about our artists. We don't. We're not concerned. Look how fucked up Lil Wayne look. And ain't nobody told that imp, hey man, listen, you better get your shit together. Like, his own daughter didn't even tell him, hey listen, you know, the dreads ain't working, Pops. You need to cut that shit off, stay off the scissor and all the rest of that shit. Get your life together, grow them shits back, and come back. You know what I'm saying? Make a comeback and say this is the new Wayne. Because you ain't a little... How can a fucking man that's damn near 40 call himself little? We don't care about our artists, man. Rick Ross lost weight, we stopped fucking with him. Fat Joe lost weight, we stopped fucking with him. It seems as though we stop fucking with people when they start doing right in their lives. Let Westside Gunn start talking about healing the world and hugging a tree. Man, we'll drop that nigga quick. We want Westside Guns to continue, Griselda Records, excuse me, no COVID, to continue talking about sex, drugs, and murder. That's it. This is what we like. And then we turn around and sit back and say, when somebody dies in Griselda, you know what I'm saying, Griselda Records, I mean, come on, your man, Conway the Machine, got shot in his face. We want to know the story. No, I don't ask about the story. See if someone could try to fix it, put his face back together. Ask him, excuse me, ask him, no COVID. Ask him, how does it feel to be that way? To wake up every day to look like that. And it's no disrespect towards him. I'm saying, like, right here. This is when I was 18, 19. I got jumped. The dude started talking his mess or whatever have you. I responded. The dude was 2 times bigger than me. I responded, this, that, so forth. And then he hit me with a ring. Big ring. Hit me in my forehead just like that. And I fought back. While it was 2 other dudes kicking me. Right? At the end of the day, blood is going down my face and everything. It was a cut right here, but it was a big bump right here, and that was on my face for a whole year. My self-esteem dropped. And I felt messed up for a whole year until one day something just told me, yo, put a needle in that damn bubble. It was sticking out. It was like covering over some of my eye. Till one day, you know, I told myself, yo, stick a needle in there. I stuck a needle in there and I pushed it and it said, and it was pus and blood in it. And then it went down. But it's still a cut right here where you could see. I might have had gotten about 2-3 stitches or something, but I never went to the hospital. And it swole up like a unicorn. That's when I was 19 years old. I felt a certain kind of way. Didn't want to be around people. Didn't want to go out. I can't imagine how this man's face is, you know what I'm saying, where's that? I mean, he puts on a great face. I mean, what I mean great face meaning that he'll make you believe that everything is okay, Conway, the machine that is. But I really do think that he struggles every now and then. But we don't care about that. We don't care. This man, DMX, also known, Earl Simmons, also known as DMX, is fighting for his life right now. And we're waiting to see what the outcome is so we can do another video. We're waiting to see what the outcome is so Breakfast Club 105 can bring him in to interview him 2-3 months later so he could tell his story about how he closed his eyes and that night, you know, he had a heart attack and he saw Jesus and all the rest of that stuff. Like, yo, it's all a charade. It's all a charade. What they do is they swallow the black artists, eat them, digest them, and shit them back out. And it happens to us all the time. I truly and sincerely hope that you get better, DMX. If you make it, all you have is you. No one else. Because if you had someone, they would have been there to prevent you from having that heart attack that night. It's obvious that there are people in your circle that don't care about you. If I was around, I would have told you as a friend. If I was your friend, I would have told you, stay off those drugs, yo. Because one day, you're going to die. And as you're dying, you're going to have a ton of regrets. My name is Langston 2092. I want you to like, comment, subscribe. Definitely share this video.